Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We are happy to present you the Q2 financials for the year 2024. Uh, so we'll take you through a brief company history, which you're already aware of. We'll also do the YTD results and the future prospects, what holds for us for the second half of the year. As you know, the National Detergents Company is one of the leading FMCG brands in the Sultanate of Oman. We began manufacturing and marketing soaps and detergents in the year 1981. It exports a range of products to all GCC countries. We also have some exports going into some of the African countries and Asian countries. NDC believes in giving the best value to its consumer. Over the years, this very philosophy has helped us to build the company, the consumer base, and fight the multinational companies in our markets. The company is well equipped and has a full-fledged research and development team and division, which is constantly monitoring all existing products. We at NDC also are the first ones to get the ISO 9001 certificate for soaps and detergent company in the region, which was again recertified in 2000 and in 2008 and in 2005. Now looking at the performance of the company, we had closed the first half of the year at 12.5 million Riyal Omani, as against the 10.5 million Riyal Omani in the last year, which is about 17% growth over the last year. While the revenues are 18% on account of volume and 10% on realization as compared to 2023. The cost of sales is lower by 6% last year due to low material prices, product, and the country mix. Other direct costs and freight costs are under control. The gross margins went up from 29% to 35% for the first half of the year. However, the selling and distribution expenses remain slightly higher due to our increased spends in terms of listing fees and displays to improve the visibility of the products in the shelves. The administrative and general expenses have increased due to annual increment business travel, but it is well within the budget for the current year. The financial cost, the interest is controlled despite higher working capital requirements with efficient fund management. So the bank borrowings have also come down, and therefore the interest rates are pretty low. So at an overall level, we stand at a 6% net profit after tax, as against 3% in the first half of 2023. Looking at the financial position of the company, we maintain a total asset of 21.66 million. Of that, the non-current assets stands at about 17.9 million, and the current assets stands at 13.72, which is a slight difference in terms of non-current assets from 18.1 to 17.93, and the current assets are slightly above the previous period of 12.2 to 13.7. However, the cash position is lower compared to the last year due to the dividend payout, which happened in the beginning of the year. We've also added 169,000 in terms of new plant and equipments, and the disposed 25,000 Omani, and the depreciation charges for the year at the June 30th stands at 306,000. Okay, looking at financial position further in terms of equity, we are at about 16.97 million as against 16.713. The retained earnings have gone up from 2.8 million to 3 million. Otherwise, by and large, the figures remain the same in terms of share premium, legal reserve, and the revaluation reserve remains the same. In terms of liabilities, we are at about 3.7 million as against the 3.8 million of the previous period. The lease liabilities are in line with the plans. Deferred taxation is also in plan. End of service benefits have slightly gone up. Otherwise, all figures remain almost the same. In terms of current liabilities, our position currently stands at about 160. Short-term borrowings are down by about 300,000, which is at 2.69 million as against 2.981 million in the previous period. The trade and other payables have gone up it's in line with the increase in sales revenues as well. And the taxation is at about 171,000 as against 206. So looking at the current liability, it's about 10.9 million as against 9.8. Total liability stands at about 14.69 as against 13.64. And therefore, the equity and liability is at about 31.6 as against 30.5358. In terms of future plans, so far we've been having a very good control in terms of cost, material prices, which had helped us, manage a bit of cost, and also the country mix in terms of Oman and Kuwait, along with Bahrain, growing more than planned, which has also helped us to increase the margins for the company. We hope the situation continues the same, and therefore the country mix continues to help us. Apart from that, we are also focusing on launching new products in the market to increase the portfolio. We are aiming to attract new consumers as well as on the board. A newly formed Aqua Petrochemicals division, which is into oil and gas and water treatment, has done very well in terms of certifications at this moment. So they've acquired ISO certification 14001, Environment Management System 45,000, Occupation Healthy and Safety Management System 9001, Quality Management System 17,025, and Laboratory Information Management System and Oman Energy Association Opal certification has been completed. We have already established a state-of-art advanced laboratory to cater to the sectors like oil, gas, and water treatment, and also construction. And we are scheduling some inauguration sometime in the month of September. So there's been a good progress with the new division as well. However, the company is working to keep the growth momentum in place, cost controls in place for the remaining period. However, the developing geopolitical situation in the region has impacted the freight cost and the material cost significantly in the recent months. We are working on all possible measures and efforts to minimize the impact of the above adversaries, but they look to be quite challenging at this point of time. With this, I would like to say thank you, and you have any questions, we are more than happy to take your questions. Any questions?
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum assalam.
This is first time for me to join the meeting of National Detergent Company, as recently I bought some share
welcome.
for the company. My name is Akil Muhammad. Nice to meet you all. First, I would like to thank you all for your efforts and everything you do to increase the profit and return for the stakeholders. We have to thank the people for their efforts. If we don't thank them, means we are not respecting them. So thank you for your efforts. I was reviewing some of the meeting memos, and I found out that there is some thing related of selling a land in the Al Ghubra, and there was a debate. Some of the shareholders agreed and some of them are denied. So can you just enlighten me a little bit about the story of selling the land in Al Ghubra, and if you don't mind?
Sure, sir. See, there was a board meeting, an AGM that happened in 2016, where the board, the shareholders had passed, a decision to sell the land that we hold in Al Ghobra, where we are currently based at. It was also the factory earlier. The factory now got shifted to Sohar. So for whatever reason, the sale of land did not happen for a long time. And then we revisited the topic because the approval was already there. And there were questions from some of the shareholders that why it is not being sold. So we represented the topic in the AGM. And in the AGM, we did not get the required percentage for processing the sale of land. And therefore, it is on hold at this point of time without a decision.
So there is only some management offices there in the land, but
Correct.
no
That's right.
manufacturing plant is
No.
there.
No.
All plantation happens in the Sohar.
Yeah, we have the powder and liquid factories in Sohar. We manufacture soaps in Rusel. The oil and gas factory is also in Rusel. And we have one plant for sulfonation, which is in Gala.
If you don't mind, can you increase your volume? Is it possible to increase the voice
I'm
volume?
at maximum level, sir.
Is it? Me also. Okay. So do you think this matter going to present again in the next coming animal meeting?
Possibilities are there because a few shareholders are keen to leverage because this is, in a way, it's a non-productive asset because we've got almost 27,000 square meters of land and it is not producing anything. So we just have the office, which is the corporate office, which is here. So it is, in a way, a non-productive asset. But again, it's a choice decision of the shareholders at the end of the day.
Do you know what the shareholders who were against selling the land? What was their opinion? Why they don't want to sell it?
See, I think this is like any real estate, the valuation. So some of the shareholders probably think the valuation that we are currently getting is not good enough to sell, and so we wait. So it's always a question of valuation. So
they're looking forward to make maximum profit from selling their land, from selling the land, and then they're looking to for better return for themselves. Okay.
Yeah, so they see there are a couple of things which the last AGM they raised because there's also the Vision 2040, which is coming very close to our lands, which also they're expecting it to.
I think the tower, Al Khawair Tower, or some project is going there, if I'm not mistaken.
So I think so. One side wants to wait, and so that's where it stands at this point of time.
I cannot hear the other. Sorry, you are breaking up.
No, nobody is speaking. I think there is some noise within somebody.
Okay. Another thing which may I speak also? Can I raise another question?
Sure, sir.
I think there's no too much participant, not that much participant.
Yeah, okay. I think there are two more people out there. There's a gentleman called Jishnu, and then there is Mr. Mahdi.
Okay, let me raise my question. I can see, what's happened when some companies make extra income, automatically their marketing and operation costs rise. Maybe I did some fast calculations. So the let's say distribution and marketing costs are no.
Mr. Jishnu, can you put your thing on mute, please? Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the marketing and distribution costs are 59% from the gross profit, and they are around 21% from income. From my personal experience, I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken, but always this is the pattern. When we increase our sale, automatically our operation cost increase. So this is a request. If we can try to do some control over the these expenses, it will help us to increase our profit more.
Profitability.
I will try in the future to do some financial ratios and share with you, sir, so you can go through them. I was busy at the work. I do not have the time to do the financial ratios. Another thing, also there's a trend between some manufacturing company that they are using this solar panel power. Is there this possibility that we take the initiative to contract with some specialized companies in this field to reduce the expenses of power? Like I remember, I am also a shareholder in Asafa Food.
Okay.
They come to a new project. 50% of their power that they use in the production will come from solar energy. This is a suggestion. I hope if I will try to write them also, just not verbally.
Sure. So we've
try to
already
write
initiated. We've already initiated the liquid factory that we have in Sohar. We've already started placing the solar panels to take care of the power consumption of the office locality. So which is currently under construction. So we should be able to kick it off by around the September end or early October. So that the first phase of solar paneling project has already started.
Good. What did Asafa Food did? They also invited the television, the national television, or some local media, and they showcase them about their initiative. It would be nice if you would do.
Yeah, we will do it because we're currently putting it in place. So we should be ready only by end of September. So once we are ready, we are planning to call the chief of Madain and Sohar to come and inaugurate it.
Good. Last question.
Yes,
I will give the chance for others. In accounts, they say there's top line and bottom line. So our top line is very good, like the direct income from our operation. The bottom line, they say it's the income from investment and other incomes. As you know, sir, we have a very good reserve amount of cash, like reserve profit, like 10 millions. Maybe we are currently using them in operation. How about why did the management, or how about taking an initiative to try to invest some of this cash in the share which give us a stable stream, like in power and electricity companies with their risk is minimum, and they will give us income stream to strengthen our bottom line. This is a suggestion. 10 million is a huge amount. We should use it.
Agreed.
Unless if we need this cash in operation.
No, the operation we probably require for working capital is about 4.5 million is what we require. So which we do term loans and we use our cash generated on the operating business to take care of that. So your suggestion is valid. We will definitely work on it.
Okay, I will try to write my ideas in a paper and send to the website, to the email mentioned in the Muscat Security website.
Sure, sir.
This is good for me. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your input, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. So any other questions from other members? Okay, so if no further questions, then I would like to thank you all for joining in and appreciate your time. And we'll see you with a similar or better results at the Q3.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone who's working in the behind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Assalam.
Salam.